Hi friends, it's Jenny, and I'm getting ready to work on this week's A Cherry on Top sketch challenge, and I've got a whole bunch of junk in front of me, so I apologize. This week's sketch is 4 photos that are cut into a circle, and then the background looks like, mixed media and paper, like paper piecing and all that kind of stuff. A lot of fun stuff. Well, I've got these photos I'm going to use. They're of time that I just took Quinn to a play place at McDonald's. She loves to go there. And I'm going to cut these into circles using my Creative Memories custom cutting system. So I got that out, and I was going to do it, and then I figured, oh, let me come on here quick. I have got in front of me what I have left of 2 Doodlebug collections. And I may have to pull another paper, believe it or not, to achieve what I want to. But what I have here, this paper will probably not be used. This is just, although if it was a full piece, I could use the blue, but it's not. This is just a cut apart left from Simply Spring. I don't know what year it's from. I have, so the 2 collections that I'm talking about that I kind of have here are My Candy Girl, and the other one is You Are My Sunshine. And as you can tell, I've got, the only thing I have left there is this, which again is a cut apart, which would have been great to use had it been a full sheet. I've got this piece of paper called Candy Crazy, and it's adorable with all these little animals on it. The back is a red, which I believe is just too bold. We've got this one called Unicorn Girl with all the cute little unicorns, and the color is actually great. The pink is great because she's wearing pink. And the back of this is just a nice yellow pattern paper. This one, the branding strip has already been cut off. And this one, the branding strip has already been cut off. Now, to tell you the honest to goodness truth, I don't see myself using any of these unless I use strips. But because that sketch shows like pieces of paper behind paper, what I may do is use a white piece of cardstock. And as you can see, I have a bag of scraps in front of me. So what will probably happen is I will make use of the scraps that I have to do all of that. Oh, I like that. All of that paper piecing behind my photos. So as you can see, I definitely have enough, a lot of good color, a lot of good patterns. So this is going to be fun just to get some of this used up. I will probably also cull down my little scrap pile here and get rid of ones that I don't think I will ever use to kind of just cull this down. Now, as you can see, this here, this paper would have been from a Blvd, and I'm just going to cut those off. These would be, these solid color papers are all typically Blvds, and if I do cull this down and move things over, I will put these back in the scraps with my Blvds, just so that I have them to use when I use other. This is even a Blvd. The orange might be a good one to use though, because it's a nice big piece as well. That, I don't even know, but these are, you've got border strips, we've got this and this. Things that I'll get rid of. This we'll be getting rid of. We'll get rid of these that were cut into triangles for something else. These 2 can stay for now. That can stay for now. Anything that was a border strip will probably be gotten rid of, but I'm going to be doing a lot of paper stacking, I believe, on this one. So for right now, some of this can stay, but some of it's going to have to go. Love me some striped paper. And the only reason I'm getting rid of those ones is because of the odd size. I'm going to get rid of these little ones. This can stay for now. This is probably from a template to cut out a heart. So I definitely, as you can see, have lots and lots to do some paper stacking, which will work out just great. These two collections I used, as you can see, really all of it. All of it was used and loved, and they were all used on pictures of Quinn, I am sure, because these are collections that came out before Josie was here. So it'll be fun to kind of put those to use. But I've been going through all of my collections and doing the same thing, getting rid of small pieces of, you know, pieces of paper to just get rid of. Like this would be great behind one of the photos. So it's kind of like a quadrant is what it looked like from the sketch. Let me pull that out again. So here you've got, and it looks like there's different photo mats behind each one of those circles. So what I'm going to do is cut my photos into circles, get a piece of white cardstock, and then start going through these strips to see how I want to paper piece them. And I'll come back and show you where I'm at. Hey friends, I'm back with my completed layout for this week's A Cherry on Top sketch. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. So basically here is the sketch. There were 4 circle photos, and then really just, it looks like, you know, papers behind it and some mixed media with your title in the middle. Now, as I was showing you before, I had the Bella Boulevard Candy Girl and my You Are My Sunshine collection to use, but really none of the 12 by 12 papers I felt were usable for this particular sketch. So I decided, since it was that whole paper layering that was going to be going on, that's exactly what I would do. I did use one 12 by 12 sheet of paper, which is this one, with all the different characters on it, with all the candies and such. And I used it for the red side. And then I did take a piece of 12 by 12 white cardstock from my stash, and I cut it to 11.5 by 11.5. I then used my Tim Holtz distress tool and distressed around the edges. I took all of those papers and I just made different, well, they're quadrants, right? I made different quadrants of little paper stackings with, you know, I wanted to get the bright colors, I wanted to get the pinks, and the blue was a really nice standout. I did use my Creative Memories circle system to cut my photos. They're cut at 3 inches each. And then I used another 12 by 12 piece of paper. Got a piece of glue on here. That's gonna annoy me. I did use another 12 piece of paper to go ahead and cut 3 1/4 inch circles. It's this one here, to go ahead and map my photos. I used a stamp. I don't even remember where I got this one, but it's kind of like chicken wire with some black Memento ink, and just went ahead and stamped behind the photo blocks, the paper photo blocks. I used chipboard left from the collections for the title. I grabbed some hearts. This is chipboard. The I love you little icon. The so fun is chipboard. The banners here, you go girl and have fun, as well as the tab here. Those are all from the ephemera that I have left. Then I did just use a little puffy rainbow. So this is what I will load to this week's A Cherry on Top sketch gallery. Using things that I have in my inventory that I want to get to the bottom of. So with those 2 collections, I have 1 full piece of paper and lots of scraps still. So those scraps are going to be, I did cull down the small ones, got rid of them. There's some big ones. I'm going to put my Bella Besties with my Bella Besties like I mentioned, and the others I will just move to other Bella Boulevard collections. Now I do have quite a bit of the ephemera left. Most of it's candy and donuts and things like that. I'm going to see if one of my friends wants this, because I really don't have any photos to go with them. And I mean, they're just cute. They're really cute, girly. I'll see if one of my friends wants those. And like I said, I'm just going to disseminate the paper amongst other collections. I do have some chipboard, and the stickers, of course, you know, you've got title alphas in there, so you can make titles or subtitles, and there's a few stickers left. But those two collections, I would say, are complete and out of my inventory for good. I loved them both. They were both really fun and bright to work with, and like I said, I know I used most of them with pictures of Quinn. So I hope you like what I came up with for this week's sketch. Please take a look at the gallery. Go ahead and participate. When you load up your layout, you'll get 100 cherry points. The day that they pick their winner, the winner really is drawn at random, and if you're the winner that week, it's 1,000 cherry points, which all the points equals money. And we did just finish National Scrapbook Day, but you know there's always a sale. Cherry on Top is pretty good with sales and pre-orders and all that kind of stuff, so $5 goes a long way. I want to thank you for your time. I know I've been a little bit absent this week after I didn't tape anything over National Scrapbook Weekend, although I did scrapbook. So you will see all of that in the monthly roundup. And I did some things for the store this week, so that is not things that I don't tape until you'll see that again in the wrap up at the end of the month. I'll show all of that. But I should be back on track. I've got my room together. Now, my family room's kind of a mess still, but I'll get there. I'll get there. Again, thank you for your time. Please like, comment, subscribe. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.